He could have done that instead of saying, no, you can't come in.
All right, let me change the story.
Yes.
1862.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Moving on.
Welcome back to Under Oath. Am I the a-hole?
I love this.
Halloween edition.
I love it.
The answer should just be yes.
Yes. If you have to ask.
If you're not sure, flip a coin.
Yeah.
And then just say it. I'm the a-hole.
I'm the a-hole, Harvey.
Okay. Go.
All right, man. I'm going to give you the
first
first one. Am I the a-hole?
Yes.
I live in a large neighborhood that gets overwhelmed.
You already started. You're making excuses.
There you go.
You're already making excuses. You're the a-hole.
I do very well for myself.
You know you're the a-hole if you start off with the explanation. Well, you see.
I live.
I say, boy.
I say.
Foghorn Leghorn, you're an a-hole.
There you go. All right. I live in a large neighborhood that gets overwhelmed by thousands of trick-or-treaters each year. 2 years ago, my daughter broke her arm, but we couldn't get to the ER because parked cars blocked every single street. After that, I worked with the community to limit entry to residents and their guests, cutting the crowd down to 300 kids. It worked. But my sister thinks I ruined Halloween for poorer kids like us who once had trick-or-treat in other neighborhoods because we wanted good candy. Am I the a-hole?
Okay.
Oh, this is tricky.
All right. You came up with a reason.
Yes.
Now, what I'm upset about is he left out the little detail that he broke his kid's arm for opening a mouth to him.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah.
First off, I think you're a bad parent because your kid broke his arm and you didn't tell me how.
Okay. So you needed to know that.
I need to know.
Part of your scenario.
I think you did this.
Okay.
I think what happened was, I was drunk on the couch and
darn it.
My kid.
Let's go.
I rolled over and crushed my kid.
Let's pretend he didn't do that. Okay. Let's pretend he.
So it just so happens Halloween night.
Yes.
His daughter somehow breaks her arm.
Yes.
He doesn't like that people are coming to his neighborhood to trick or treat.
Now they're blocking his way to go take his daughter to the ER.
Well, people are parked in the street.
Okay.
He didn't say they were parked illegally.
Okay.
Okay. If you're parked illegally, yes, have police officers move cars that are parked illegally.
Yes.
I get that.
Okay.
That's not what he said.
No.
He said too many cars parked on the street.
Too many cars.
That I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I feel bad for him.
Okay.
I feel bad that this happened.
Mm-hmm.
And his goal was to screw up Halloween for everybody.
So only 300 kids could come in. So he screwed it up for everybody.
Actually, what we call that in white neighborhoods is what? Segregation.
He didn't say black or white.
That's what he said. She used poor kids. In other words, minorities.
Is that a code?
Yes. We're keeping the minorities out of our neighborhoods.
God bless.
So let me get this. Racist Ron wants to know if he's an a-hole. And the answer is hells yes.
So you're going with yes.
Yeah, because you know what? If once a year you have to be charitable to children who don't have
who are less fortunate,
a-hole.
Gotcha. Here's the caveat for me: the
caveat,
yes,
the caveat, like you didn't go to the rich neighborhoods. You
let me finish.
You hypocrite. You can't even look and say that you didn't go to the rich neighborhood.
I did. The only thing I will say here.
Sorry, James. You can't go into this neighborhood.
The fact his daughter, who was injured, he had a hard time trying to get her to the ER. That's my only thing. So he didn't have to cancel Halloween. He could have did something where the community got together and made sure people would leave room for cars to get by. He could have done that instead of saying, no, you can't come in.
All right, let me change the story.
Yes.
1862.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Moving on. Next one. Next one.
Every year, my office throws a big Halloween party in 1862. And mostly everyone dresses up.
In white sheets. Okay.
Except this one guy in 1862 who refuses to dress up at all but comes to the party. All he does is complain the whole time about how much he hates Halloween and thinks this party is stupid. Last year, some employees skipped the party just to avoid him. So this year, I made a rule. If you don't dress up, you can't come. Was that too harsh? Am I an a-hole? No.
No. Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
See, you can't show up at a party without a costume. And you know what? I know you people are going to try to figure out how to come up with dumb costumes. I'm a businessman.
Yeah. In the same suit that you wore to work. Yeah.
So I think what can happen is as you walk through the door, we have to vote you in or out.
Wow.
Yes.
That's cutthroat.
No. You have to be wearing a costume. I don't care how bad it is.
Okay. But I like the
fact if you show up with like a t-shirt with the Superman on it, out.
So, but you're telling me when I walk in, you guys are gonna Caesar up or
Yes.
down me, like that's
Basically.
you're gonna. All right, man. But here's the thing. Here's what gets me in this whole story. Not the fact that you don't like to dress up. I get you don't. But don't go to a party and complain the entire time that you don't want to be there. Don't go. Every year you come to the same office party, you complain that I don't like doing this, Halloween's stupid, then don't go.
Are you pretending you've never gone to the Thanksgiving dinner with the one relative who hates everything?
No, I don't go. That's my nope. I don't do that.
You've never done that?
When I was a kid, I had no choice.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
when
now
I
it's
got
your
a choice,
Thanksgiving.
Nope.
Now I do basically no-go people in my
Yeah,
family.
Yes.
But I'm told I'm an a-hole for doing that.
I'll color me A.
Well, he's family blood is thicker than water.
No, it's
only
not.
blood straight up and straight down.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
My parents
Kids.
or my kids.
There you go.
Brothers, sisters, listen, I love you all, but you make your own decisions.
Amen.
So my kids and my parents.
Yes.
I'm good with that. And I mean, maybe a brother or sister, maybe.
Yeah.
But outside of that, cousins, nope.
Nope.
No.
No.
You ain't.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So yeah, no. In a situation like this, if you got a guy, now the problem is this: would it change if they said he always shows up in costume, and we didn't tell him about this year? I think that's the real definition.
Okay, that's revenge, though.
No, that's like, I don't want you here. You're not
Gotcha.
a nice guy.
Gotcha.
I don't want you. I want you to, just so business-wise, people, I avoid going to people's functions in my office
Why?
because I think I negatively affect the situation.
Why?
Because I don't think people can be their own, be themselves with the boss.
You're
there.
saying not you personally. It's just you're
my
the boss.
status. My status.
Ah.
My status negatively affects. And they go, no, Jeff, we love you. We want you to come. They really
No.
don't. They might want you to look stupid,
Mm-hmm.
but they can't really be themselves
You
with
want
you
them
there.
to relax and have a good
Yeah.
time, let their hair down.
Because they're going to be there they want to be there getting drunk, talking about you, and they can't do that now.
No, they can't.
So I have no problem if somebody carries themselves in a negative way and is not a positive to the function, gots to go.
I'm with you on that. Go. Don't stay.
All right.
Okay, here's the next one real quick. There are these kids who trash our neighborhood every Halloween. I finally got tired of it. I set up sprinklers in our front yard that had red food dye in them. I waited for the kids to start trashing my yard and turned on the sprinklers. I also sprayed them with silly spray. One of the kids fell when he tried to run away and scraped his knee, but he seemed okay and kept running. My husband, who didn't realize I was planning this, was really angry with me for doing this. I think he's overreacting. Am I the a-hole?
Okay. Now your husband's thinking to himself, we're going to get sued.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Now, red dye, I don't know. You're in my yard. It's a pew spray thing.
Okay.
If you got sticky stuff put on you.
Let's be honest. You're going to get some phone calls.
Yeah.
Now, do I like it? Yes, I do. I like everything I heard about what you did. If the kids are trashing, messing
Yes.
up property, and they got some red dye on them,
I dare you.
Really?
I dare you as a parent
Uh-huh.
to come into my place and claim to me, oh, yeah, your kid's ripping up my yard and you're mad at me.
yeah.
First
Yeah.
off, here's the deal. If you're that parent,
Yeah.
you're the a-hole.
Thank you.
Okay. My son, even though he doesn't intend to do stuff sometimes,
Mhm.
I'm still responsible for his actions.
You take accountability for
and
your
I take
child.
accountability for him
Yeah.
because that's my job.
Yeah.
My kid screws up, I'm responsible.
Absolutely.
Maybe not legally, but I'm the one who spawned him.
Absolutely.
That's my kid. I'm responsible
Yeah.
for him. If after 18, my daughter, yes. My son, I'm always going to be responsible. But in the end, you got to do the right thing. And there's no way I'm going to, as a parent, go, okay, let me get this straight. You put like red dye on my kid because he was doing something.
He was trashing my property?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a scumbag when you do that.
Yes, you are.
You're an absolute scumbag.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this to you parents, and you know who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
The ones, I was a public defender, a juvenile public defender.
Oh, wow.
And people always ask me why kids do bad stuff. And I'm going to tell you the truth, because you're a crappy parent.
Most of the time, that's what you found?
5% of the time, it was something else.
Mm-hmm.
But 95% of the time, if I met the parent, I knew exactly why that kid was the parent very rarely holds the child
Accountable for anything.
And I can't tell you how many times. And it was over and over. And the parent would go, my kid never does something. This is his 7th burglary.
Yeah.
7th.
That's what we call a pattern.
Well, you don't understand. He's got bad friends. You know all these other kids who are in trouble, their first time, it's always with him.
Yeah. So he is the bad influence.
You name your kid Jesse James, stuff's going to go wrong.